What up, Coop Group? Welcome back to the first Alliance Quest video. This is my first time in map 7, so I figured I'd video almost every fight that I did. I think every fight. But anyways, you didn't see the nodes here because I didn't know I was going to video it until last minute. But anyways, the nodes on the first path is basically bleed, vulnerability, and clapback. So if you put a bleed, shock, poison, or any debuff on the opponent, they will push it back on you. But if you have someone immune to bleed and does bleed, then you can do so much damage, which you'll see in a few fights. But anyways, my team was Corvus, Warlock, and Nick Fury. Now, there was a colorblind path, which I took, which means I can't take two of the same class. I wanted to take Ghost, Warlock, and Corvus, but I couldn't take two of the same class, so I just took Warlock, and I brought in Nick Fury in case I had some struggle fights. Now here I am, I'm trying to get my first charge, I get it right off Magneto, and he has special 2 bias, so I'm trying to make sure he didn't throw a special 2, because I didn't feel like taking it into the block. I'm going to get my second charge from Corvus here. Now, I brought Warlock because he can bleed, and he's very sustainable, because I can throw special 3s with him, and there's no issues with Warlock when you have suicides, because he is bleed and poison immune, and throwing special 3s is okay with Warlock. But anyways, I'm going to try and get my special 2. I was really hoping that he would evade, although I'm not really hitting him past his stun. But the global node here is cascading failure, which means that if you hit 2 immediate crits, you get different debuffs. First, you get Spectra, which will basically reverse all healing. Then you get Armor Break, and then a few other ones, eventually Degeneration. So with Corvus, as you'll see here, I'm kind of taking it easy for most of these fights in the whole map, because I'm trying not to get those on me. You'll see that I do end up getting some of those debuffs on me. It's not a big deal, but it'll be okay. But anyways, this is a fun fight. So I do get smacked a little bit, and this is Hela, and it's the clapback and bleed vuln, which means that if she is bleeding, she will take 200% more damage. And I'm going to bring in Warlock for this fight, because I really want to see if I can make her bleed and see how much damage I can do. And you will see one heavy attack is going to do so much damage. So my goal here was just to parry heavies. She does go unstoppable because she has the Act 5 node on her. But you'll see here, I'm just going to make her bleed, and I do miss a parry. So again, I get smacked and miss a parry. I wish I didn't miss that, because I would have been better off health-wise later on. But she's bleeding. And look at that, 28,000 on that heavy and 1,000 bleed. She is going down so quick. This fight is going to be under 10 hits easily. Not even 5 hits. Well, it might have been, but still, it's under 10 hits. It was a great fight, easy with Warlock. Next time I just won't get hit. But anyways, on to the next fight. Next fight is against the other Magneto. It's another easy fight with Corvus. I already have 2 charges, and I have nothing to worry about with clapback, because of the fact that Corvus doesn't make anyone shock or bleed or poison, or plasma, so perfectly okay. I am running suicides. I believe you'll probably see here the first time when I get a debuff on me, possibly. I'm trying to take it easy with Cascading Failure Global, which is the second epic global I've ever done. But again, if you just read through and you just take careful caution, you'll be okay. I believe I throw a special 2 though. He doesn't throw any special 2s. He has special 2 bias, but doesn't throw any special 2s. I'm trying to bait special 1s from this Magneto. And I think I finish him with a special 2. If not, then I will take recoil damage. But it's pretty close. So I do, as you see, there's debuffs on me right now, and I have no clue how that happened, how I did no damage. I was trying to look back and see how that happened, but I think all those debuffs on me just made it so I just didn't hit her at all. I took recoil damage and had Spectre on me, so for a bit I wasn't regenerating anymore. But it's fine. I have about 1 hit left here, and this fight is over. And on to the next fight. So me and someone else who shared this path didn't bring a good counter. He was going to bring in Ember Frost, but he didn't. This is the Incinerate node that incinerates you in 30 seconds, plus it's an Abomination, which means if I make him bleed, I poison, or I'm basically going to poison anyways because he's awakened. But I'm like, you know what? I have Nick Fury. I'm just going to kill him off here. I do have strength in numbers later, path of strength in numbers, which means that if I have anyone dead on my team, then basically I have to revive them or else I won't do as much damage. But anyways, I ended up pausing. I tried to go through there and in the last 3 seconds hit him to kill him, but ended up dying myself. But now it's time to get my evade charge. So I'm against this Wasp, and she has a linked note on her that basically Mystics will do normal damage, and any other class but Mystic will do 50% damage. So there she evaded, and now my goal here is to... I should do that heavy there, is just to knock her down. So I should just knock her down with a special, but luckily she shocks me, but I'm immune to shock with my Core of Glaives charges. She, again, evades me right there. So I'm trying to be careful, but trying to knock it out. And finally knock it down. Get my third charge. Bad thing is a heavy attack are 3 crits in a row. So I do get all those debuffs on me. I'm still regenning, so Spectre isn't exactly turning off my regen, which is nice. It's not reversing all regen, but I'm trying to do as much damage as I can here. And I throw, and again, special 2 I'm about to throw here will also be more than 1 crit in a row. So I'm going to get all those debuffs on me. As you see, I have 3 debuffs in a row. I believe 1 is a weakness debuff. Hence why I'm hitting like nothing at all. And I'm just trying to take it easy here. Anytime I hit a crit, it just refreshes all those. As you see, it keeps refreshing those debuffs. And then right here, I notice I have 1 crit left. I'm like, crap. I gotta take this easy. If I want to finish her off, I need to take this easy and just hit just light attacks. So I don't use that last crit. So I can finish this fight off quicker and stronger. Though, if I did use my crit, I probably could just hit her like normal. But anyways, if I would get shocked, I would have taken shock damage too and would have died. So I played it smart, trying to get to my special 2. I'm almost there. 1 more hit at my special 2. Special 2 right here and finish her off just like that. And no, I did not plan on taking this thing mini. I just wanted to see how much health it had linked, which is so much health. But anyways, my second path is Empowered Immunity and Stun Immunity. So basically, anytime they receive a debuff they're immune to, they will gain power. And they're stun immune. So I did forget to start and show the nodes here because I totally forgot that I was recording all my fights. And I'm parrying there on purpose just so I can push him to a special 2. Just so he doesn't hit me on special 1, which he ends up doing anyways because that's what I was trying to avoid. If I could play this fight normally and just crit him like crazy, I've been fine there. But he throws a special 1 there out of nowhere and I am dead. So yeah. Because of the next path I have to take is Strength in Numbers, which means if anyone's dead on my team, I hit not as hard. I have to revive up later. Plus, there's 1 more charge in 2 fights that I need to take anyways. But luckily, Warlock is Cold Snap immune, so I bring in Warlock here, get a nice intercept there, which I don't know how I got the intercept. But anyway, Spectre does nothing on me because I am a robot and I'm not healing anyways. I do get all those other debuffs on me, but it's fine. Not a big issue, and I push him to special 2, but I throw a special 1 and finish him off. I am running suicide, so I need to be careful when throwing specials. But that fight wasn't bad. But again, for this fight, it is the first Avengers fight which I get to go against. So I'm going to revive my Corvus, though I didn't want to. But also, I have to revive anyways because Nick Fury's dead. If I'm doing strength in numbers, I need to use all my champions. Have to have them all alive. So I revive up my champions, and I heal up Corvus with a few potions. Yeah, I'm using items in map 7. It's my first day doing map 7, so I think it's guaranteed that's okay. I'm going to be using items. But I think day 2, I'm going to try my best not to use items. This is only day 1, so it's not the hardest fights. But again, with Cascading Failure, I need to make sure not to do too many crits in a row. And yeah, Vision's pretty easy to fight against because he starts with a bar and a half of power. And you just got to push him, but he is stun immune, so anytime I parry him, he will gain a bar of power, or gain some power. But I know that 235-ish, he gains his synthesis. So I gotta make sure he's not over a bar of power around his synthesis, or if it's just at a bar of power. But I'm just gonna bait special 1s from him. I believe there's not enough time in this fight for me even to bait a special 2. He might gain like 1 more synthesis, but I'm trying to just hit him here, push him back, and waste time before he gains the next synthesis, bait out his synthesis, and throw a special 1 to finish him off, or just hit him with a medium attack and finish him off with that 14,000 crit. And now I have all 4 charges. And now for the Stun Immune Enhanced Special 2, Doctor Strange. I went in with Corvus without even thinking that he's going to nullify all my crit charges. He's going to nullify basically 3 out of 4 of my precisions, and you'll see I don't hit as hard because I was not thinking. I could have gone with Warlock, but I do finish this fight off pretty quick. It just wasn't as quick as it should have been had I not gone against Doctor Strange. See, I have 4 charges, and now he just counterspelled 3 out of the 4 of my charges, basically. Luckily, I come out of this fight, and I still have 4 charges. I remember when Corvus came out, people were worried that if you go against Doctor Strange, you nullify one of those charges, if you'll still have the charges after the fight. Luckily, I did. I'm trying to make sure he doesn't get to a special 2. I'm trying to finish him off before he gets to that special 2. I did parry him there stupidly. Bad choice. I'm hitting him so much so I can finish him out quickly. And those debuffs on me didn't do that much damage to me. I finished him out quick, and fight is over. Now it's time for this fun buffed up Red Skull. To be honest, I was asking around to see if Corvus can do buffed up. Buffed up means you need 3 or more buffs before doing any damage at all. Those buffs can be the same. And since Corvus has 4 buffs, or 4 charges, he basically has 4 crit buffs right there, 4 precisions, which means that he can do damage here. Now, if I didn't have Cascading Failure here, I could have gone ham against him and finished this fight probably in a 5-hit combo, because, again, when you get all those armor ups, or armor breaks, you can do so much damage, because my first hit was 20,000, and that was just 14, so I probably could have done a full combo before. And if I do this fight again, I probably will just go for a full combo. And by this point, I should have 3 or 4 charges, depending if I get my evade charge. But I take a full combo to the face. I'm like, really? Really? That was not needed at all. I missed so many parries in this map, and I just need to be more careful not missing my parries. Next path, I missed like 2. It's not good. But anyways, on to the final path, which is Strength in Numbers, which means any member who is dead decreases my attack rating and ability accuracy. And also, the node where colorblind, which means that if you have anyone of the same class, you degen. So that's why I brought Nick Fury here. And I'm going to go into this fight with Corvus, miss a few parries, and die. Now, if there wasn't colorblind, I would have brought Proxima for this fight, because then I can basically turn off his auto block. But because I can't, I'm just going to do parry, medium, light. But that's what I've been doing this whole fight, whole map anyways, because of the Cascading Failure Global. There is a positive to that global. Basically, any parry you do give you a fury buff, but any medium or light attack will basically turn off those furies. But you don't see me really using that because I'm just doing medium lights this whole fight, and I get hit because I missed a parry and die. So that was great. I was trying to bait a special 1 and evade, but I didn't get to evade and I died. So I'm going to go in here with Warlock, but because of Strength in Numbers, which is that BS Act 6 Mordo node, I have to revive up Corvus so I can still do full damage. And I scoot back there, and I completely, again, it didn't, count my scoot back. So I took a full heavy to the face. Luckily, I didn't incinerate. That could have been really bad if I got incinerated. Really, really bad. But yeah, my goal here is just to do medium heavy for this whole fight and bait special 1s. And yeah, it works out pretty well because I think I take a hit to the face maybe somewhere. Maybe. This fight's basically over. No, I take a special 2 and I don't die. Luckily. But on to the next fight. My goal here is to use Warlock for the next few fights and not have to use any more potions if I don't have to. The next fight I'm going to be taking is at Iceman against its Strength in Numbers, where I need everyone to be alive, which just means use revives if you die. But again, luckily, Warlock is Cold Snap immune, so I don't have to deal with that Cold Snap or Frostbite. Now, there is also Limber on this fight, which means I can't parry him too much, so I'll be taking a bit of block damage. But my goal here is to get to special 3, maybe once or twice, and not have Spectre on me, and throw a special 3 so I can regen a little bit. As long as he has 1 or hopefully 2 infections on him, I can regen at least 10% per special 3. Now, I am critting a bit more than I expected, but that's okay. I'm trying not to bait special 1. I'm trying to push him to special 2 here because I am terrible at evading special 1. But maybe, since I have 2 Icemen in my path, eventually, for this variation, I'll get better at evading special 1. But for now, I'm going to push to special 2 because that's what I know what to do. I'm trying to get to my special 3 and have 2 infections up. It didn't work. I have 1 infection up. But one infection still will give me about 5% healing, maybe 4. So I'm at 32%. I don't think I have Spectre up right now. I think I get full healing from this special 3. I'm at 37, so I got 5%. So basically every infection will give me 5% healing. So if I have 2 infections on him, I can get 10%. So yeah, that fight wasn't bad. Now onto the Karnak fight, which again, same goal. He does have power reserve, which means that special attacks for both champions are 50%, which means it's easier for me to get more than one special 3 in here. So I'm hoping that I'm able to regen and finish this fight off around 50%. That was kind of my goal. Now whether that happens or not, it's not guaranteed. But yeah, I think in this fight is when I have Spectre on me and then I throw a special 3, so I don't regen as much as I should have. I think I'll have 2 infections on him, which you'll see in a second. And I take a hit to the face for no reason at all because he threw 3 attacks at me. I thought I was going to throw 2, so I dodged 2. I'm doing just... I should have done like full combos to him, but I'm trying not to push him too far because he's almost at a special 3. So I'm trying to bait a special 2 of his. He throws it finally. And now my goal is to get a second infection on him and throw my special 3. Now I have a Spectre on me, which you see I have Armor Break also. And I throw a special 3 right here. I'm at 29%. Now I should have gone to 39%. But I believe because I have that Spectre on me, I just go to just 3%. Now, if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly and it's something else, I'm very sorry. Feel free to correct me in the comments. But I'm at 32%. I should have been at 39%. But I gained 3% there because I had that note on me. So I gotta be careful not to have that debuff on me when I'm throwing a special 3. Now, next fight is Hela the Duck. It's a pretty simple fight. There's Limber, so again, I can't really parry him as much. But goal here is just the same thing. Get to special 3 and bait special 1s of his. Because I don't want to take block damage of special 3. Simple as that. Now, he throws a heavy there, which is pretty useful because I don't have to parry him, which is nice. I think I almost missed that parry, but I didn't. But anyways, he's infected. I'm going to try and get 2 infections on him by the time I get to special 3. I don't really care if I get all those debuffs on me. If I do get a degen on me, it's going to be okay, but I don't think I'm going to do that many crits with Warlock to get the degen. Now, he does process, so I need to parry him to make sure he doesn't self-repair. Although, he's infected, so he wasn't going to regen. I just didn't want to get thunderquacked. That was kind of my goal there. So, I get an intercept there. I need to parry him again, because I'm just got thunderquacked. I'm like, crap, parry, good, whew. Now, I'm trying to get a second infection, but I end up only getting 1 and throwing my special, because I'm kind of low in health, so I'm kind of desperate. So, I don't think I had a Spectre on me, so I might get around 22% here. And time to finish this fight off. I won't get to another special 3 because I don't have enough time or enough hits left in this fight. But I think I have enough parries left to do about 1 more parry. But he throws a heavy, so I don't need the parry, and I destroy him with a medium. So yeah, I think I have 1 more fight left, which is this mini boss She-Hulk, and she is unnoted. Now there's nothing special about this She-Hulk. She just has a lot of health. So I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of using items. I've used too many as it is already. So let's try my best to go in at this fight at 21% and see if I can finish off this 380,000 health She-Hulk. Now there's no Limber. I can parry it as much as I want. My goal here again is the same as the last few fights with Warlock. Just get to a special 3. Don't throw any special 1s or 2s because I have recoil. If I didn't have suicides on, I'd probably be throwing special 2s over and over, but with how much health I have, it's probably smart that I throw a special 3 so I can kind of regen a little longer. There is a point when I get down to 5% health here because I end up missing a parry, which is so great. But I have 2 infections up. I throw a special 3. I'm at 17%. I should be able to push to 27%. That is the goal here. And then I'll have plenty of health to keep going and just repeating the process over and over, baiting specials, 1s and 2s. And yeah, finishing this fight off. Now I figured, why not get more bleed damage off? So I do throw a few heavies in this fight. And she's at 67%. She's about 1/3 down, and I'm at 30 hits. I'm like, cool. You know what? I could probably actually do this fight. I have more health than I started this fight off with, so I can easily stay sustainable here. But then this happened. You'll see in a second. I do take a combo to the face, which brings me from 22% to 5%. I tried to run in here, and it worked. And finally, she has 2 infections up. I'm at 17% again. I do not have a Spectre on me, which means I will not limit my regen. So I should be back to 27%, which is great. But you'll see I am going to miss a parry. I don't know when it happens, but I know it happens sometime soon around this percent. Again, goal here is to just do the same thing over and over and just last in this fight as long as I can. And try and keep up. I think I try and run in eventually, so she does throw a special 1 soon. And I'm going to try and run in, but my phone decides to scoot back and not run in. So I was pretty annoyed about that. So you'll see that in a second too. I think it's her next special one. I could be wrong. But there's a combo. I'm like, don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh, phew, 5%. I can still finish the fight off 5%. It's fine. I can do this. Get to that next infection. Perfect. 2 infections. She's on my special 3. But my special 3 is going to power drain her, which is nice. I'm at 4%. This fight was so close to me dying, but pushed back up to 14%. I'm so grateful that worked. So grateful. And yeah, she's power drained completely from that special 3. I think this next special is when I'm supposed to run in, but my phone decides not to, and I'm like, dude, I don't have that much health. This isn't time for me to mess around. I lied. It didn't happen this fight. It must have happened in a previous fight. But anyways, that was my Alliance quest. First day of Map 7. Thank you for watching, and if you have any comments or ways I can get better, or compliments, because I love compliments. Who doesn't? Just kidding. Or just any questions, feel free to leave in the comments. I will catch you guys later. This is Coop, signing off. Happy gaming.